It takes a day to transform your life. In fact, it takes a second. And the reason why is because even as you're watching this video, you're an evolving being. You're someone that isn't meant to be the same. Because the universe, the world is never the same. From the second I started recording this video, things have changed. People have died. People have been born. And I know we don't really think of life in that way because we're so focused on our own lives, which, again, I'm all for that. In fact, I'm an advocate for your own self-mastery. Notice I didn't say self-development. And the reason for that is because it will lead you down a rabbit hole that ends in a trap. The constant wanting for more, the constant wanting to feel better, that you're not healed, that you're struggling, that you can't do something until you get to a certain point. That, my friend, is a trap. You're on a never-ending hamster wheel. And the funny thing is, so many people are sold this dream that your self-development will be your way out. Now, I'm not saying for you to not work on building yourself in terms of your physique, your mentality, your spirituality. I'm not saying that. I'm saying do not put off your happiness. Do not put off your fulfillment until you reach a goal. Because I promise you, that goal will always move. You hit 1,000 subscribers. You hit 10k a month. And then it's 2,000 subscribers. It's 25k a month. And until you understand this, I promise you, the money that you make, the experiences that you have, they are only going to magnify and solidify your already existing state. Because these things are just energy. Now, if you're miserable, if you're depressed, if you're watching things on the internet that you shouldn't be watching, if you're consuming foods that you know are out of comfort, let me tell you something, my friend. The only reason why you're really doing that is because you're not aligned. And again, I know alignment sounds woo-woo. But the truth is, if you were genuinely understanding who you were on a deeper level, on a soulful level, you wouldn't crave this external validation. You wouldn't feel the anxieties that you do. You wouldn't feel attached to them. Because the truth is, you're addicted to struggle. If you've seen this video, it means that you've been going through a certain cycle. It means you've been going, because that's exactly where I was. And I promise you, it's not easy to get out. But it is very simple. And this is the thing. Things don't need to be difficult. It's the way that our language and the lack of ability to really communicate or articulate the true meanings of what we want to say or mean is what actually holds us back. I know I went off on a slight tangent there, but I really want you to understand where I'm coming from. Because I've been in a situation just like yours, where I was working endlessly, where I was unfulfilled, where I felt like I was just selling my soul for money. And going back to the point that I was mentioning earlier, these things are just amplifiers. If I am miserable, depressed, if I'm addicted to drugs or whatever it is, money is only going to amplify that. It's only going to create more havoc. And this is where the phrase money is the root of all evil. Let me explain. Let me tell you something right here. The actual quote is, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." Can you see the difference? There is a very vast difference between those things. Money itself is not evil. But if you believe that quote, I promise you, you will not attract it in your life. You will not cement abundance and wealth within your life. But instead understanding that for the love of money is the root of all evil. If you want money for the sake of having money, if you just desire money because you think it's going to make you a better person, because you think you'll have a better life, I want you to understand, yes, money can do those things for you, but not with the current belief that you have around it. And that's the cycle and the trap that you get led down. And honestly, I'm sorry for that. But you have to go through that to really appreciate the other side. The same way that I did. Now, there's ways to fast track this and there's ways to skip over it. And the key to that is awareness. Now, I know in my videos, what I try to do is really give you as much value as possible, give you as much knowledge that has helped me, so that you can fast track your own success, your own life. And why do I do that? Because I'm tired of seeing people struggle unnecessarily. I personally put myself through higher levels of struggle and pain and distress because I thought that is what created success. Just think about it. If you're told all the time of these success stories where people came from nothing, I personally believe the reason why that happens is because they're now at peace with themselves. They have full acceptance of themselves, and they realize that the only way out is real, radical responsibility. Only they can control what they can control, and that's all they can do. And then that compounds, and it becomes an uphill spiral, an upward spiral, better said. But most people live in this state of downward spirals because life will never stay the same. But it's dependent on how you view it, whether you see an increase or a decrease. And most people, 98% of them, will experience lack, scarcity, and never see the fruits of their labor because of one thing: their belief, the lie that they tell themselves to keep themselves stuck. Don't be that person. Bye for now.